Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll show you how you can make this Infinite Zone Wars. In this Infinite Zone Wars you have instant respawn and the spawn pads are moving with the zone. So people can constantly respawn. You'll see right here, if I die, you'll see I respawn in the zone and instantaneously. So now I will show you in UEFN how you can make this. First we'll add some player spawners. We'll first start creating the pregame lobby and we'll make sure all the settings are correct. So we'll change the name of these to pre-spawners. In this pregame lobby, you can also make something like a loadout selector. We also have a video on that. Now we are dragging out for how many players you would like spawners. Then we'll add a mutator zone. This mutator zone will basically be that people can't place or edit or use anything in this zone. We'll make sure it's correct, and then we'll make it a bit bigger. We'll first start with adding all the devices, and then we'll afterwards link them all correctly. So allow building off, enable VFX, allow editing off. Those are all the things you'll have to change. Now we'll add a second mutator zone. This will be the mutator zone that will actually teleport our players to the game. So we'll also make this one the same width and height. Then also enable VFX off, allow buildings off, and then we'll just place it correctly so it lines up correctly. Then in this zone we'll enable it on none, and we'll change the name of this zone to teleport mutator. Then we'll add another device, timer device. This timer device will basically be the countdown of the pregame lobby. So we'll make it 10 seconds, and then don't forget to click on start at game start, and then make sure people cannot interact with the timer. And then you can also put it on seconds to make it a bit more clear. You can also type like a different kind of message if you want to. Now we are moving to the real the place you'll have your game in. So we'll put down a Skydive Zone, Skydive volume, sorry. We'll put it a bit higher so people can actually skydive from it. In this Skydive volume, we'll make it invisible in game, and we'll make the zone a bit bigger, and we'll only enable it on no face. So we're making it a bit bigger right now. Just know that the verse code that you'll need for this project is available on our Patreon. This is because we want to keep it exclusive. In the Skydive volume, we'll add a player spawner. These have to be the same amount as the amount of players in your map. So we'll place it correctly in the Skydive Zone, in the boundaries of the Skydive Zone. Then here we'll enable on during phase none. Use as island start off, and then here we'll also edit the name. We'll edit this name to moving spawnpads, moving spawners, and then we'll also make 12 of them for the 12 players in our game. Now we'll add a teleporter. This teleporter has to be in your Skydive Zone. It's best it's a bit below the player spawners. We will place an elimination manager. This will be for the instant respawn. And right now we will just place an item granter so people can actually get items when they enter the game. So now we are back into pre-spawners. To make this easier for you, select all the pre-spawners and do these settings, like the teleporter, disable these spawners when teleported, and also when they are spawned on the game spawners. If you select them all, all the settings will apply directly, and you don't have to do it 12 times. We'll go to the two mutator zones we have. The teleport mutator, make sure you enable that one when the timer device is completed. And now we'll head over to our actual game. In here, we'll also have to make sure the spawners are linked correctly. So like I'm doing right here, select them all, and then we'll start by linking them correctly. So we will enable these spawners once people are spawned on the pre-spawners. So do this for all 12 of them. In the Patreon pack, you will get the whole map, so you can import it into your own UEFN and copy the settings over from there. And you'll also get all the verse codes. Then head over to the teleporter, make sure to click off Rift Visible and Visual Effect, and teleport people once they are entering the mutator zone. And then we'll also change some settings in the Skydive volume. Here we will enable the Skydive volume when timer is completed. Right now, we'll just add the instant respawn code. So goes over to verse, create a new verse project, create an empty one. In our Patreon pack, you will be able to get the verse code for the instant respawners and also for the moving spawn pads. We do this to keep the code exclusive. If you have any questions, send us a DM on Discord. Right now, we will just make sure the instant respawn is set correctly. So correctly link the elimination manager, and then you'll have to correctly link all 12 spawn pads for the game. Now, for the item granter, you have to change these settings and also make it grant items when the timer device is completed. We will again add a new verse code. This one will be for the moving spawn pads. So create an empty one, and then also copy the verse code that's in our Patreon. Now place the creative device down, and we'll have to make sure the Skydive volume is linked, the timer device, and then now we'll start by creating the zones. So to actually make a zone move, we have to make a storm device. So we have to add an advanced one and a beacon. First, we'll start by editing the settings of the advanced one. In here, you have to generate storm on game start off, and then the radius you want to make it start first. So, for example, 30. You'll see clearly the outer lines of the circle. Then you also have to make a delay time. This delay time is optional. For example, if people spawn in, it will take them 5 seconds until the storm actually appears. You can also put this to 0. Now in the bounce radius, just make this a bit bigger than your radius you set in. And then also generate the storm once timer device is completed. Now we go over to the beacon. This beacon you can set it to phase 1 because it's the first beacon. Storm radius, put it the same as the advanced storm device, and the resize time, this will be an important one. We'll first change the damage level to 10%, or how many you like. The move distance minimum will change to 0, and the move max will change to 0. The resize time will change to 10, but this 10 seconds will need to be the same as the amount of time in the creative device. So right now we're just copying it over, and we will make sure the second beacon is set to phase 2. Right now we'll change the endpoint correctly, so we'll get these details from the second beacon. Make sure the beacons are flying in the sky, because else the zone will move, else the spawn pads will move downwards. So just copy over these settings, and then we'll also do the same with the first beacon. So copy over these settings and place them in the start point. Then, as I mentioned, the resize time has to be the same as the travel time in seconds. So if you want the resize time, so the time that actually goes from one beacon to another, to be 50 seconds, the travel time has to be the same. So right now we're testing it, and we're just testing it to see if the zone actually moves. In this version, you'll see the spawn pads won't move along. We'll fix it once we've just tested that the zone actually moves. So you see the zone moves, and right now we'll add some settings. So for the first beacon, you'll have to make the resize time longer. Then you'll also have to change the travel time in seconds in the creative device. So I changed them to 50. Right now we are just also changing the resize time, the storm radius of the second phase. This will make a smaller storm in the end. I'm adding a sentry just to test out our system. I gave him an assault rifle and deadshot so we could quickly test the system. Now it's a really important step. Place the teleporter underneath the player spawners and select all the player spawners. Right now, we will actually make sure the player spawners will move with the zone. Once everything is selected, you can simply make a folder. In this folder, you'll have to have all the game spawners, the moving spawners, and then also the teleporter and the Skydive Zone. I named it another name. I saw I didn't add the Skydive Zone yet, so I will find it and add it. Now you just have to simply drag and drop the moving spawners onto the Skydive Zone in the folder, also the teleporter. You can check this by unclicking it, that everything is underneath the Skydive Zone. Right now I'm just adding a few other settings to the advanced storm, because once the phase 1 is completed, so the circle goes from your start point to the end point, you maybe want some extra wait time. That's what I put in. And right now I'm just selecting all the player spawners, all the game spawners, to make sure they're all set non-visible in game. So once you skydive, you can actually not get stuck on the player spawners. In this clip, you saw there were actually yet player spawners in them, but that's because it's an older clip. Right now, I'm just testing out with the sentry if I spawn at a different location. And you saw here I got stuck on the player spawners. This won't be a problem if you put the player spawners on invisible. Thanks for watching. If you need any more help or advice, don't bother to contact us in our Discord. As I mentioned, the verse code for this is exclusively available on our Patreon. If you have any more questions, DM us. See you till next video. Bye bye.